Okay, guys, welcome back from the international break. I hope it all went well for you. Now, as I'm sure you're all very aware, we have a huge derby coming up at Bramall Lane. So I need to know who of you is fit to play. So, Rivas, you're tied. Well, I tell you what, mate, after your effort against Manchester City, I'm not sure you would have played anyway. Razzini, tied. Bruma, tied. Martinez, tied as well. Well, I tell you what, guys, what if we just say, put your hand up if you are fit to play? Anybody? Hey guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome to Season 6, Episode 4 here at Sheffield Wednesday. And today we have a derby versus, obviously, Sheffield United. Hopefully we'll win that. And we also have a Europa League game against Shakhtar Donetsk. And, well, if we win that, we will all but be through the group, which is absolutely amazing. Now, we are just coming back. The only thing we've missed since last episode was an international break. And as we can see, we're going to be without a few players for this one. Now, the good news is that Marcus Edwards is back fit. So that's a nice little boost for us. He does have a bruised ankle, which is not ideal, but we will hopefully see him in the second game against Shakhtar. That's certainly the plan anyway, but yeah, it's good to see him back from his broken ankle. But we are a little bit short-handed coming into this game, to be honest. A few key players. We can see Bruma, Rivas, who was horrible against Man City, Razzini, Murillo, who would play instead of Rivas, perhaps. And then we've got a couple of guys not quite back from injuries as well. So, yeah, it's not the fittest Sheffield Wednesday side we'll ever see coming into this one. Now, a quick look, I thought, of the dynamics just to see how we're getting on with that. You can see team cohesion is fine for where we're at. Dressing room atmosphere is okay. Managerial support is okay. Obviously heading the wrong way, but that's probably because we got a bit of a spanking against Manchester City last time out. The hierarchy, McCrory and Cook are the leaders, captain, vice-captain, of course. And we can see we've got a lot of just other players, but that's probably because we've got a lot of young new players as well. Ideally, we'll start and build a bit more of a pyramid here, but, it's a perfect pyramid right now, really, isn't it? But you know what I mean. Hopefully we'll start and get that going in the right direction. And social groups, again, we're a little bit all over the place right now. But again, that should come together as the season goes on. And I think once this starts to happen, then I think we will start to see improved performances as well. And we're not doing too badly, of course. Reminder of the league table. Now we have the Sunday kickoff, the late kickoff on the Sunday. So everybody else has played around us. If we can win today, we will move back into the top four. What's Burnley doing up there? Sometimes the league tables, they catch you by surprise, don't they? It's a big derby for us early in the season, of course. But we could get ourselves back up in those European places. And as I said, if we do win against Shakhtar in the second game today, if Nantes were to beat the Czech side, then we would essentially be through the group. 9 points. We'd have an 8-point gap with 3 games to play. That's effectively job done, isn't it? But let's have a look and see what we're doing here against Sheffield United in the first game. We're expecting the same formation that City played against us, funnily enough, a 4-3-3 from them. And this is a team we're sending out. Now, there's a few guys here that are fatigued, that have just got to suck it up because we're out of options. I wonder if Martinez, actually, we could switch with Del Prato. Yeah. So it's going to be Bevacqua in goal. It's Arai and B, and Basilia comes in to play centre-back with Rivas, otherwise... Well, he's just tired and not playing particularly well. Del Prato and Taimon will go down the wings. It's Cook in behind Samare and Eduardo, the angry man of the team, in midfield. It's Jabing in behind Bruma, who is tired, but we don't have any other options. Giordano is going to partner him up top. Razzini's on the bench, but ideally we want to rest him for this one because, as we saw last season, when Razzini's tired, he doesn't tend to play well. Okay, so we can see the team lineups there. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. There's not too many names there that you recognise, but there will, of course, be a few regens coming into things now. Now, media, that never works for us, does it? Just relax, play your natural game, boys. That should get the job done for us. Point our fingers, say we have faith in them. Look at this team talk. Go on, Aussie Villain. And here we go, a Sheffield derby, a Still City derby, live on Sky, Sunday Sky, isn't it? Super Sunday. So here we go. It is a big game, as I said. If we can win, get ourselves back into that top 4. The run of games we have coming up is a little bit nasty in the league, to be honest. We're playing a lot of the bigger teams. I think Arsenal, United, Liverpool are all sort of upcoming for us. So yeah, if we can get a win here, get back into that top 4, which is obviously where we want to be. We've got a kickoff highlight here. Giordano, he's got past one. Out wide there for Taimon. I'm liking this. Jabing's in the box. Bruma's making a late run in as well. Giordano's lurking. It's blocked away. We should pick that up, shouldn't we? Del Prato's there. Good early pressure. Now, we're not going to get done on the break here, obviously. Basilia. Del Prato. Eduardo's inside. Del Prato's getting forward again in space. It's a decent looking pass. Oh, here comes the counter-attack. Don't do it. No, it's not. It's Basilia there. He lumps it back forward again. Eduardo in a good position. Gets past one. It's Oliver Bruma. Oliver Bruma. And Oliver Bruma gives us the lead inside a minute. What a start to the game. Oliver Bruma, his 3rd of the season. And that is absolutely spectacular. What a start to the derby. Look at that. Hey, Sheffield United fans. They've been silenced at Bramall Lane. And Oliver Bruma. Good goal, wasn't it? A constant pressure from the kickoff. And, well, they couldn't cope with it. Now, let's hope we can go on with this. One thing I did want to mention. Last season, Oliver Bruma's goal against Brighton. That was the goal that you guys voted our goal of the season. Now, I think it was the goal that the game gave as goal of the season as well. So, we've agreed on that one with the game, which is always nice. Consensus. So, well done, Oliver Bruma, on winning the goal of the season for us as well. The game has somewhat flattered to deceive since the goal, though, hasn't it? Half an hour gone now. Can we maybe try demanding a little bit more? A second goal would be a wonderful thing before half-time if we could manage to get it, please, boys. No. We've got a highlight. There's about 30 seconds to go. Oliver Bruma gets past his man. Can he get a cross in? Giordano should be lurking somewhere in that penalty area. Cross comes in. Oh, it's Giordano, and it is a second goal in stoppage time. We scored in the first minute, and we've scored in the last. It's 2-0. Oliver Bruma, what a game he is having, did wonderfully well, wriggled himself down the sideline, and then delivered a cross from basically the corner flag, and it was pinpoint perfect. Giordano with a good finish, defender and goalkeeper maybe getting in each other's way there, and it's 2-0 right on the stroke of half-time. Well, that couldn't have gone much better, could it? A first-minute goal, a last-minute goal, and to be honest, not much in between. But we got the job done. Let's point our finger. Let's say, don't get complacent here, boys. We've demotivated Jabing. Hopefully we'll be able to win him back around with a fist pumping. There we go. And I don't think there's too many subs we want to make if we can help it, because the guys on the bench, for the most part, we'd like to see in Europe. And we do need to try and sort of rotate the side as much as possible. Well, particularly because of where we are in terms of an international break. Now, this has all gone a little bit wrong. Are they going to pull one back early in the second half? Ball forward, down, and over the bar. Lashed at it. Let's maybe just go back off of attacking. Let's give them some praise. We've got a corner here. Eduardo, a third goal would surely win it. Basilia's there. It's a good header. And Basilia turns it in for his first goal for the club. He's the £100,000 a week man that we signed, the experienced defender that we signed, and he's got his first goal for the club, and he's got it in the derby. Popped up and get his own rebound. I think, was it a save or did it hit the defender? It's difficult to tell there. Either way, we've had 3 shots on target, we've scored 3 goals, and we've got another highlight now, Jabing. Back post. It's headed, Giordano. It's a goal kick. I saw the ball in the net there and I got a little bit confused, but that's not hard. Another corner. Taimon this time. It's another one from Basilia, and this time the goalkeeper does make the save, but it was a bullet header. And was that the highlight, or are we going to continue here? Ball forward. Flick on to nobody, and B picks it up. Goes back to Bevacqua. Forward to it. Oh, Jesus Christ, boys. Bevacqua has saved some blushes there. Let's give it a focus. And I think Basilia was too busy telling Mb about his goal. Can we get away with this now? Basilia, cross comes in, Bevacqua claims it, and that is that. I don't care if you're overwhelmed by being told to focus. If you keep your personal conversations to after the game, please. Taimon should have that. Jabing, back to Taimon. Nice little bit of head tennis there. Here we go with Cook. Back to Jabing. It's Bruma to Eduardo, the angry man of the team. Basilia, across to MB. Look at this, passing football. Out wide there for Taimon. Wonderful first touch from Josh Taimon. Can he get a cross in? No, it's cleared away. It's Soumaré in for Giordano. Oh, and he smashed that. He's offside, is he? Goalkeeper made a decent save there. Is there something we want to make in terms of a sub? I really don't think there is. I want to try and keep the guys on the bench as fresh as possible for Europe. Here we go with Basilia. Cook. Spreads it wide. Taimon. Soumaré's with him. Cook's inside. And, well, nice little... That's from the training ground, that one. Can Taimon get across in? We've got players lurking in the middle. Soumaré. Onto his right foot. No, he goes back to Cook. All the way back. MB with a ball over the top. Not quite sure what that was. And I wonder if we just maybe want to lower this tempo down a touch. Oh, we'll keep passing into space. That's good attacking football, isn't it? We're 3-0 up. I mean, there's no need to panic here at all. What we don't want, ideally, is to lose the clean sheet. And are we about to do that? Yes, we are. And it's Bryan Mbeumo, and this guy pisses me off. Could not get a song out of him at Brentford. And every time I come up against him, he seems to score a goal. Ridiculous. And, well, that is annoying because obviously we lose the clean sheet. But with 15 minutes to play, we perhaps do just want to be a little bit careful here that we're not going to go and throw this all away. Let's give them some praise. Oh dear. We're in the 83rd minute. Ball in. Oh, Jesus Christ, boys. What is that? And now I officially start to panic a little bit. So we'll drop these guys back. We can't blame Belyasov for that one either, can we? He's not on the field. That is just horrible defending from a set piece. Let's take Jabing off now for McCrory. Sit McCrory in the middle there. Actually, no, we might do. We might even do that. A deep lying on support. McCrory, we just need you to sit in there for us, please. And we'll just try and slow it down. There's not too much else we could do. Just need a little bit of game management now. But at 3-2, it's not great. Oh, what is Eduardo? Is it Eduardo or is it Soumaré? Someone there has not been paying attention. Let's go defensive. And what should have been a very comfortable win. In the end, we've won the derby. But I think we've all got a few extra grey hairs in the process of doing that. Should have been much, much better than that. But I'm going to say Jekyll and Hyde, boys. That was quite poor in the end. So there we go. We do go back into the top four. Of course, before they conceded, or we conceded those 2 goals, I think we were third for a brief time. But we're definitely in the conversation for Champions League. But there are, of course, bigger tests to come for us this season. But there we go. Sheffield Wednesday triumph in Steel City Derby. Arteta is looking at Giordano. You're not getting him, mate, unless you pay an absolute fortune. Guys, wait right there. We're off to the Ukraine next. Let's see if we can, do Shakhtar. Okay, welcome back. We are in the Ukraine, getting ready to face Shakhtar. And, well, like I said at the start, if we win today, then that is essentially us out of the group. We're expecting to see here a 4-2-3-1 formation from them, and this is what we're doing. You can see there we've made some changes. We're going to try playing with wingers as well, just basically because we had to play Giordano in that last game. We don't really have, well, we have a lot of tied strikers. I really do want to keep Razzini fit. We have Liverpool and Arsenal, our next 2 games, so I want him firing for that. So this is a team we're sending out. Bevacqua goes in goal for this one. If we can get the win here, then I think we'll look to go back to Gary Turpie for the remaining 3 games of the group. It'll be Callum Jones coming in to play left back. Let's hope he continues his good form. Murillo, Basilia and Del Prato will be the rest of the back 4. William McQuaid comes in to shield them with Augusto and Clarkson in front. It's Edwards and Diangana as the winger and inverted winger. And it is Petrovic that is getting the start for us up top. He's just come back from injury. So we'll give him a start here and, well, see what he can do. Alright, so we can see the Shakhtar side here. Now, there are some decent players in there. Yerry Mina, Willy Bolly is there, Andre Gomez, Willian Jose. So there is a Brad Smith. Go on, Brady boy. There is some, and Benjamin Tete. that was this series, wasn't it? We had Benjamin Tete. So is he going to come back and haunt us? Hopefully not. That never works for us. No pressure on the performance. Let's maybe go with that. Point our fingers. Tell him to get out there. And don't let Benjamin Tete score. And here we go. Here we go. I mean, you'd like to think that, with the Czech side getting a point out of Shakhtar, that we should be able to beat them. Playing with wingers, as I said, it's partly just because we've had to play Giordano in the last one, and he's not really fit to go for this one. But also, changing up the formation will just keep us a little bit more difficult to predict. So hopefully it's going to work out for us. We can switch back if we need to. Diangana is capable of playing as a striker, and we can use Edwards as a number 10. Now, Edwards is not match sharp at all. So it might be a case of, here we go, Diangana's got Petkovic in the middle. He goes himself. It's maybe not what needed to happen there, Diangana. But we do get away with a throw-in, and the highlight comes to an end. So, yeah, I mean, there's options here for us as well. We have Razzini on the bench. If we need to use him, we will. But again, it's one of these where we're in such a strong position in the group that, I mean, even if we were to worst case scenario lose here, it shouldn't... Oh, that's an aggressive tackle, isn't it, referee? It shouldn't really affect our ability to top the group. If we beat Nantes at home, then we'll be fine. Petkovic is in here. Petkovic is in here, and Petkovic has chipped the goalkeeper. I was celebrating a little bit too early there, and I thought it might just drift over the bar for a horrible second. But I think it was the young fullback, wasn't it, with the assist, Callum Jones. And, Petkovic has got his second for the club. Good ball forward, in behind. Petkovic, cheeky little chip at the end, and it's only just under the crossbar, but has to just be under the crossbar, doesn't it? 1-0 on the road. Excellent stuff, excellent start, and they've changed their formation as well. Here we go, goal kick, Bevacqua. If you're wondering why we've gone with a DM instead of a number 10, that's basically just down to personnel. McQuaid, I want him to play. We don't really have another number 10. Obviously, Clarkson has done the job for us in Europe. There's a wonderful little ball. Is that going to count? The linesman's gone up. Was Diangana offside? It was a wonderful ball from Augusto. I don't think it's going to count. Oh, it is going to count. Well, there we go. I think that's the first time I've seen that. So Diangana does get a first goal of the season. This ball here was superb. Yerry Mina looks like he's played him on, and that's the first time I've ever seen a VAR review for offside go our way, or be a goal. He's only just on, isn't he? But I've never seen that before. But the linesman did head back towards the halfway line. We can see, or you may have just seen there, Nantes has taken the lead against the Czech side, Jablonek, or whatever they're called. Basilia wins that ball. But here come Shakhtar again. Shakhtar looking very much like Galatasaray, aren't they, in that strip. McQuaid does well to win that. Goes back to Basila. Let's see what we can build here, if anything. There's another ball over the top for Petkovic. Petkovic, he's got Diangana making a nice run. Diangana's in. Diangana has a second goal of the game. And, we're ripping them to shreds. It's 3-0. And, it makes you wonder exactly how weak of a team we could field in the Europa League this season and still get away with it. Because, this is still a very good team. Let's not... I'm being a little bit disrespectful to them. And Diangana's done quite well there, hasn't he? He is, I think, potentially a very, very useful player for us. If we have a look at him... I'll have to go the other one. He has the attributes of a good... So above average to good winger, but he also has the attributes of a decent striker as well. So I think he could prove to be just a useful player for us, just moving forward. Just because he does have a few different positions he can play now. Of course, he's on a hat trick here as well now. We're only 25 minutes gone, and now we shouldn't get too excited. Of course, we were 3-0 up in the derby as well, weren't we? And we all had heart palpitations at the end of that. Clarkson does well, but can't quite win it back completely. He slides in there. That gets away with it. Good tackle, Leighton. Playing in some tight areas there. McQuaid. There's a wonderful first touch by Diangana for the hat-trick. Oh, Diangana. Absolutely wonderful stuff. That first touch to get free of the defender. He's got a hat-trick in 25 minutes. It's 4-0 to Sheffield Wednesday now. And, well, look at that. That is superb. On the chest, on the turn. And, well, goalkeeper looks absolutely clueless. The goalkeeper should be applauding that first touch. That was brilliant. So that's, I'm going to say, game done. We have two youngsters on the bench in Keats and Rooks, who we will probably look to bring on in the second half. Good opportunity. Of course, Del Prato and Basila played the league game as well, so we can take them off and not sort of run them. A good first touch there from Edwards as well. Back to Leighton Clarkson. Diangana for a fourth. And it's blocked on its way through to goal. And still the highlights keep coming. Can we win this back? We can. Callum Jones does well. Diangana. He'd be a hell of a goal to score from there. He loses out. Just a hacked ball forward, isn't it? Murillo's there. Brings down the control. Basilia to Clarkson and we come again. Back to Basilia. Here we go with Marcus Edwards. There's a decent pass. No, just not quite. I wonder if he was trying to bend it into the path of Diangana. As I say, he is massively out of match sharpness, so he gets a free pass on this one. There's a nice header down there for Clarkson. Edwards back to Petrovic, and Diangana does have 4. What is the record for goals in a game in the Europa League? Diangana has 4. It's 5-0. We're not at half-time yet. And, well, Shakhtar are a poor side, aren't they? They might have some big names, but they're a poor side. And, well, we'll definitely make those 2 subs at half-time now. Get the youngsters on. I'm tempted to bring Turpey on for the second half, but I don't like subbing a goalkeeper just in case, you know, if Turpey gets himself injured or if, you know, whatever could happen, gets himself sent off, then we find ourselves playing without a goalkeeper. So I don't like to do that unless I really, really have to. So we'll make that double change. Now, can Keach play as a ball player? No, not really. Let's not ask him to do something he's not completely comfortable with. This is what I was talking about with Diangana. He's just, I mean, mentally, maybe not, but he's a good to, as I said, above average to good winger. There's no reason why he can't be a striker with a lot of those attributes, and I just think he could be a very, very useful player for us. But, yeah, I mean, time will tell, obviously. We will, at some point, hopefully, move past him, but yeah, there's no need to think that that's going to be any time soon. He's only young too, isn't he? He's not the oldest player on the team, that's for sure. 27. Oh, no, he's not that young at all, actually. I tell a lie. Maybe we do need to sell him. He has no future at the club. He's too old. Here we go. McQuaid in there for Augusto to Diangana. Can we get a 5th? Oh, I was looking for it. Dylan Keach brings that down. Gets it forward. McQuaid for Diangana. Is this number 5? Diangana's in. It's blocked. Unlucky. We'll just keep praising them, I think, and see exactly how far Diangana can go. He's had a wonderful game, hasn't he? It looks as though we are kind of just drifting through the second half here a little bit. This tends to be what happens, doesn't it? I wonder if we try demand more. See if we can get something out. It doesn't look like it's going to happen. 4 goal. Oh, wait. Now, can we keep a clean sheet? Rooks is there, wins it back. Now, of course, a reminder, Rooks is the guy that wants to be a star player on this team. To be fair to him, he is training on quite well. Here we go, Diangana. Is this number 5? Diangana. Oh, he's got excited there, hasn't he? He's got excited there, and he has muffed his shot. Another highlight. 5 goals would be getting to the point where, I mean, I'm assuming Europa League records will carry over from the UEFA Cup. So you would imagine, I mean, back in the day, there was quite a few goals in these games, wasn't there? Diangana's in here. Is this number 5 for Diangana? No. Of course, there is a club record probably on the line here as well. I can't remember if we've had somebody get 4 goals before, but I'm almost certain they haven't had 5. Diangana takes the corner, though. He's not going to score from there. He's going to get a second chance at this. McQuaid's in space. He goes himself. gets forward. Get forward, Grady. Go on, mate. No. And that's going to be that. But 5-0, an absolute stuffing of Shakhtar in Ukraine. Wonderful stuff. Diangana banging in the goals. We'll have to say don't get complacent going forward. But that was very, very good. So we can see there, Nantes have beaten Jablonec, or however you say that. We are now 8 points clear with 3 games to play. The goal difference is the clincher there, isn't it? We are going to be getting out of this group. And we've done it, to be honest, at an absolute canter, haven't we? The only real game left now of any sort of note is the one against Nantes, isn't it? Which is going to be essentially for top of the group. Yeah, there we go. Who's he looking at? Is that the Brazil manager? He's looking at Petkovic, I would assume, yes, and the Brazil manager is looking at a few guys as well. So we could have a number of internationals when these Wonder Kids start to push through, couldn't we? But there's how all the tables look coming in, or at the end of the episode, I should say. Very, very tight battle for third, but you'd have to say, I mean, Liverpool, Spurs are down there, Arsenal as well. It's a bit of a strange-looking sort of fourth down to Tottenham, isn't it? But there we go. That is what it is. Guys, that's it for today. If you've enjoyed that, lots and lots of goals, make sure you hit thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. Now, I'm wondering, we do, I think, want to come back against Liverpool. So we'll come back for Liverpool at home. That's a big test for us. And Shakhtar also at home. It will be, Turpey will be in goal, that's for sure. And we won't have to worry about fielding a strong team for that one. But that's all for next time, guys. Until then, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.